let's look at the determinant of a matrix. First, a 2 by 2 matrix. If you have a matrix, and this you would recall it from doing 2 by 2 matrices before. Let's say the matrix A is named A. The elements in it are A, B, C, D. Alright? Now the determinant of A can be written DET-A, or it can be written A with 2 vertical lines on each side is equal to AD minus BC. So in this case, multiplication of the elements in the leading diagonals minus multiplication of the elements in the non-leading diagonals. Alright. Now, other than writing the ETA or A in the vertical line, you could have used vertical line A, B, C, D, and another vertical line. So that means the determinant. Alright, let's look at now at a 3 by 3 matrix, the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. Now, if you have a matrix A and it contains the element A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So remember, lowercase for the elements, uppercase for the name. The determinant, could write it as DET-A, or you could write A and the vertical bars. Or if you see this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, with the vertical bars on each side, it means the determinant. Alright? Now, let's write it like that and see if we can find out what the determinant of this matrix is. So this is the determinant. Alright. So here now, to get the determinant of this matrix, these are the steps. What you could do, and I'm using letters now, but in another video we'll use numbers, and the numbers would make the steps even more clear. But this is just a general example. What you can do is to cover up the rows and columns with A in it. When I do that, use this rectangle, I cover up ABC as well as GH, ADG. This row and column is covered up. So the determinant in this case, one of the ways of getting the determinant is to have A multiplied by, then you see E, F, H, and I are not covered by the rectangles. I shouldn't have curly bracket here, that's the determinant. So, alright, it's A multiplied by the determinant with the elements not covered, E, F, H, I. Right, you can see them here. So it's E, F, H, I. And we're going to find the determinant E, H, H, I later on, because it is a 2 by 2 determinant, so we use the same method that we did to find the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix. Now, I took A as a positive. Now, as you go along and you cover another letter, the sign is going to change. All right? Now, as for the signs, to remember what the signs are, you have this matrix. In the upper left, you have a plus. Then, you will never have another plus beside a plus, or below it, or above it. You will never have a minus beside a minus, or above it, or below it. Beside a plus, or below a plus, or above a plus, you always have a minus. So this is a plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. You have plus, then minus below it. So you have a plus below the minus, minus, plus. The one in the upper left is always a plus. Now this is called the matrix of cofactors, right? That will give the sign of the numbers that you're going to be using. Now, here, A is in the upper left, so it's associated with a plus. The next thing we do, we can go across and cover up B. We had the choice of going down and covering up D. But what we're going to do is cover up the elements across the top in row 1. So what we're doing now is going across row 1. I call it R1. Alright, so here now, let's cover up B. What we have now is a minus B multiplied by a determinant. The determinant of the uncovered element, D, F, G, I. Those are not covered. So I have D, F, G, I. Then next, you don't come down now, you keep going across. Once you start going across, you go across. Alright? So, we're going across to cover up C. So we cover up the row and element with C in it. So we have, and it's a positive, so we have plus C times the uncovered element are D, E, G, H. So I have D, E, G, H. Alright? So now, what we have is A times the determinant E, F, G, H, I is EI, not TI, minus FH, and minus B times the determinant is D times I, leading diagonal, multiply them D times I, so it's DI, I keep writing T for I, it's DI, minus, multiply the elements in the non-leading diagonal, FG, FG. Then C now is in the position of the plus, plus. Then I have DH minus EG. Good. Let's erase the cofactors. The word there to make space. So what you have, you multiply out and you have A EI minus AFH minus BDI plus BFAG plus C should go here. I left off the C earlier. CDH minus CEG. Alright? So that's what you have there. Now, I was saying before that you could very well have scrolled down instead of across. If you keep this cover over column 1, you could scroll the cover across down to row 2, then row 3. So if we do that, all right, going across, no, going down, but why go down? Since we're going across, let's maintain going across. What we have? Let's go across row 2. All right. So if you go across R2, we see that D is being covered. D is associated with minus, so we say negative D, and the determinant is the uncovered element BCHI. Then E will be a plus. Plus, you go across and cover E. And what you have is E. And the determinant is the uncovered elements ACGI. You go across. What you have is F. So it's a negative F based on the sign here. And then the uncovered elements are A, B, G, H. Are you going to find that determinant? So what we have here now is negative D times BI minus CH plus E times AC, not AC, AI minus CG minus F times AH minus BG. So what you end up with here is negative BDI plus BCH plus AEI minus CEG minus AFH plus BFG. Right? So that's what you have there. Now, what we got first was this. Let's rearrange what we have down here. This is equal to, we have AEI here, so we have AEI. There's a minus AFH. Is there one down here? A minus AFH. Alright, minus AFH. There's a minus BDI. Is there a minus BDI? Yes, this. So we say minus BDI. There's a positive BFG here, up here. You can see it. Is there one here? Oh, there's a positive BFG here. So plus BFG. Alright. Up here, we have a CDN. Let's see if we have any CDH, CDH. There's a CDH here. Is there a CDH down here? Right, here it is. I wrote it as DCH. CDH. Plus CDH. Alright. There's a minus CEG up here. Is there a minus CGE down here? CEG. Right, there it is. Minus CEG. Okay. So, when we expanded across row 2, we got the same thing as when we expanded across row 1. Would that also happen if we expand across row 3? Let's see. Let's find out. This time we expand across row 3. So now, we move this rectangle down here to cover. Now we're covering G. We're covering both the row and column that contains G. So we are covering across row 3. So let's see what happens now. We have G. G is associated with a plus here. You can see it here. G times the determinant containing the uncovered elements B, C, E, F. Okay. Then we're going across row 1. So we move our rectangle over here. Now it is H that is being covered in terms of both row and column. H is covered. H is associated with a minus here, so we minus H times the uncovered elements are A, C, D, F. So we have A, C, D, F. Alright. Then we go across. We cover I. I is a positive here. So plus I times the uncovered elements are A, B, D, E. So we have A, B, D, E. Alright. Now what is this equal to? We have G. The determinant here is BF minus CE. So it's BF minus CE. Alright. Minus H times AF minus CD plus I times AE minus BD. Alright, now let's expand our brackets. What we have here is BFG. We have BFG minus CEG, putting them in alphabetical order. CEG, right? Minus AFH. AFH is going to be a plus CDH, all right? Plus AEI minus I times BD, that's BDI. All right, let's see what we have up here. Let's rewrite it. AEI. Oh, I see the AEI. So I have AEI. Wrote this down already. And there's a negative AFH up here. Is there a negative AFH? Ah, I see. AFH and minus AFH. Minus AFH here. I see a minus BDI. Is there a minus BDI down here? Oh, see it at the end here, minus BDI. So I write down the minus BDI. All right. There's a positive BFG up here. Let's look down here. Ah, there it is. BFG. So I have plus BFG. Let's look up here now. Plus CDH. Is there a CDH there? Here? Ah, see, there it is. CDH. So here's the CDH. Plus CDH. Let's look back up here. So I am seeing a minus CEG. And there's a minus CEG here. So a minus CEG. Okay. So we have the same thing when we moved across row 1. We covered row 1. Then we move covering C, B, and G. Also, when we cover D, E, and F, that's row 2, and then across row 3, we cover G, H, and I. And we got the same thing. So it doesn't matter which row you go across. Alright? So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.